Want to take out Chinese food? Too bad. We're cooking for Shabbat. People, how are you doing? You guys are so great. You guys are writing the most sweetest comments, and I really appreciate you guys cooking with me. Jewish sages say whatever comes from the heart enters the heart, so I feel like you guys are writing from your hearts and it really enters mine, so I really appreciate it. Also, believe it or not, I have deep roots in China, so I'll tell you about that later. Let me know where you guys are from and where your family's from, like, you know, generations back. Is it from China too? Is it from Japan? Is it from Mexico, Syria, Canada? Let me know. It's really interesting. Let's start cooking. It's one of my favorite foods. I'm trying to cook healthy, whole foods and fast, okay? That's my thing. So let's start cooking.
1, 2.
אשת חיל נמצא, רחוק ממך, פתח בלבלה, משלל לא יחסר. מלאתו טוב ולא רע, כל ימי חייך, תעשה מרופשתי.
Hi amazing people, my name is Leah and I live in the holy land of Israel. I'm an Orthodox Jew and I live in the mountains in the middle of nowhere, which is cool, but I like action, and so I'm cooking for you guys for a little bit of action. You can subscribe if you like, if you want to see what I cook next week. I have no idea what I'm going to do even when I'm in the kitchen. I don't know, I just kind of cook with what I feel like, so that's what goes on. Also, I'd love to see you back here. And if you're new, let me know your name and where you're from. I'd love to say hi to you and hope all you guys are doing well today. It's fun cooking together. Oh, and by the way, we're cooking today with no electricity, okay? There's no electricity here. We're hopefully gonna fix it tonight. So we have an extension cord from my neighbor's house to here. So this is gonna be very interesting. Let's see how it works, okay?
למדני אלוהי ברך והתפלל, על סודה לקבל, על נוגה פרי בשל, על החירות הזאת לראות, לחוש, לנשום, לדעת, לייחל, להיקשר. למדני אלוהי ברך והתפלל, על סודה לקבל, על נוגה פרי בשל, על החירות הזאת לראות, לחוש, לנשום, לדעת, לייחל, להיקשר. למד שפתותיי ברכה ושיר הלב, ויתחדש זמן חיים בוקר ועם לב, לבל יהיה יומי היום, אתמול שלשום.
Okay, so I have a kind of crazy story. For years and years and years, when my parents come here, we go to this kosher Chinese food restaurant in Tel Aviv. Now, this is not like fusion, you know, like Asian fusion. This is like hardcore, real Chinese food. It is unbelievable, authentic. They're from China, the people that run this place, the cooks and the owner. And so last week or last month, my parents are here, and we asked them, you know, a little bit about themselves, how they get to Israel. And he says, you know, the owner says his family is in Israel. Like, what? That they're Jewish, and that he's been trying to get to Israel, but he couldn't, so he had to go to Europe. And then he finally, through that, came to Israel, which is amazing. And he studied Torah. He studied, you know, spirituality here in Israel. And then he said he lives in a, and then he said he lives in this little village, and I literally had a feeling it's where I live. And then he said the name of the place. I was like, oh my gosh, that's where we live right now. So he's in Tel Aviv from China, and we're like, this is unbelievable. So he gave him our phone number. If he ever comes, he can visit us. And I told him, wow, it's so amazing. Also, like, we have family that lives in China. As I said in my other video, my grandma was running away from you know, Hitler. So she went from Austria to Italy and then to China, because China was a place in Shanghai where they would let Jews in. So a lot of Jews, thousands, I don't know how many, 40,000 Jews were there, 20,000, 10,000, I'm not sure, I'll have to double check. But my grandma lived in Shanghai, and she met her husband there, and they had their first baby there. So they were there for 10 years. And then after that, they came to Israel. So it's pretty amazing that, so this is why probably I love Chinese food. So that's good.
Shabbat Shalom Umevorach. Shabbat Shalom Umevorach. Shabbat Shalom. ידיד נפש הרחמן משוך עבדך אל רצונך ירוץ עבדך כמו היד ישתחווה אל מול דרך ירב לו ידידותך מנופת צוף לכל טעם אדוני זיו העולם נפשי חולת אהבתך
I've been making the sweet potato bread for years now, and it's one of our favorites. It's very good. It's extremely fluffy, and it's chewy when you steam it. You can also put it in the oven. It's totally fine and bake it. I have my husband try it here. He loves it. And my kids do too. So let me know if you try it. It's really great. I know Chinese people, they cook with a lot of vegetables in their breads. Spinach, sweet potato, regular potato. I see it a lot, so I tried it a long time ago, and I love it.
Tonight is up to lose yourself and find a high on Peachtree Street. From extremes to take no beats, it's always heaven into everything. She goes and goes.
I had a birthday one year, and it was on Shabbat, so I invited a bunch of my friends. I mean, like a Chinese theme Shabbat dinner, and I tried to make fortune cookies, and it was very not successful. So I remember I just made a cookie and like stuck a fortune cookie paper in there. So that's what we do now, and we've been doing it for years now. It's really fun. We give the kids, you know, write something, draw something. I usually, if we have a lot of people over, it's a fun thing to do, is that you put questions in there, you know, or put blessings. They have to bless everyone with a certain word in there, like bless people with peace or bless people with happiness, or if there's a question on the Torah portion or a question about spirituality, and they read it out loud, and everyone has to answer a question, which is fun for